Morani Bonner. Thank you so much.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you all for this blessing. Thank you for this blessing. I'm here today to make sure that we all operate from our love center, that we operate from our spirit center, that we operate from our God center. I'm sure that the events that have transpired over the past week with Freddie Gray, the murder, and the Baltimore riots have troubled you all just as much as it has me. And there have been a lot of debates about how the oppression, the persecution should be handled. And everybody has strong points. But me, I'm a very analytical person, and I wanted to make sure that I weighed things properly. So I looked back in time, and I realized that this is not the first time that something like this has happened. I looked at how our people handled the oppression and persecution of the past. Friday, September 26, 1906, police raided black saloons here in Atlanta and stripped off their walls pictures of naked white women. They said because they inflamed the minds of Negro men. That report erroneously got spun into black men raping white women. And as you can imagine, the very next day, the white men, the good white folk, got together and they said, let's clean the black devils out. Teach them all a lesson. And so on Saturday, September 27th, 1906, an angry crowd of white men got together right here in Atlanta at Pryor and Decatur Street. And that crowd grew into a mob of more than 10,000 people. 10,000 lynchers and rioters. In that angry mob were the police. Sounds familiar. And so many black men were murdered. So I wanted to find out how we responded to that. One such family was the Herndon family. Alonzo Herndon and Adrienne Herndon. Alonzo Herndon, he was a former slave and sharecropper. He saved his money up, left his hometown, learned to be a barber, married his wife Adrienne Herndon, moved to Atlanta, opened his own barber shop, servicing wealthy white men, bought real estate here in Atlanta, started the Atlanta Life Insurance Company, and became one of the wealthiest black men in the United States. And he funded the activist resistance group, the Niagara Movement, which was co-founded by W.E.B. Du Bois. So he basically said, persecute and oppress me, vandalize my business, kill us. Okay, I'll just come back even better. Get rich and fund the revolution. That was Alonzo's answer. Adrienne Herndon, the woman, the wife, the mother, she held her own personal revolution. She educated herself and in turn educated and uplifted others and pursued her grand dreams in spite of the times. And she spoke up for women's rights. As a mother, she poured love and adoration into her son, Norris. She taught at Gray Street Public School, at the University of Georgia, at the Atlanta University here in Atlanta. She said, I am doing all I can to hold up a high standard for dear old Atlanta University and for my race. And she said, it has always been my dream to portray all the heroic feminine characters of Shakespeare. And she turned Atlanta into the regional arts hub. This woman, she memorized all 22 characters of Antony and Cleopatra, Shakespeare, all 15 sets, and performed it to rave reviews to the white press. But she was passing as white. She was fair-skinned. When they found out she was blacklisted, and her career was pretty much over. But she didn't stop. She instead created a mecca in Atlanta for the arts. Unfortunately, she developed a disease, Addison's disease, a hormonal disorder, and it weakened her and sickened her. But during that time period, they bought some land in an area called Diamond Hill, off where Morris Brown is. It's the highest area of Atlanta. And she designed their huge, rich, lavish home. She became an architect. This black woman educated herself. And her husband built the home. Inside the home are parquet floors where the wood flooring is put together like complex puzzle pieces. There are Greek columns over the portico, the porch. There are murals, one of the most amazing feats of architecture you're going to see from a black person in Atlanta. So that's how she chose to respond. She did die, but before she died, she instilled love and character into her son and left a legacy. That's how she chose to respond to those times. So I wrote a piece about Miss Adrienne Herndon for this Women's Day brunch. And I call it the Immortal. I call it Immortal, the 77th feminine character of Shakespeare, because Cleopatra was the 77th feminine character of Shakespeare. We have only just got ready to live, and now I must die. Yet I have immortal longings in me, dreams yet unfulfilled of a heroic Shakespearean character embodied masterfully by me. Every line in my life able to have some profound meaning extracted from it, to be quoted, recited, lived by the generations that spring forth from me. I have immortal longings in me. Yet this world's autoimmunity, like Addison's, eating away at me. This world not knowing that I am its savior. You crucify me. My dreams are beautiful and powerful enough to love you, to thrust upon your chest, to breathe life into your lungs, to resuscitate and resurrect you. Oh Lord, oh world, oh man of colors and races, religions and warring ideologies. Why won't you let me save you, save you with what is inside of me? Pregnant is my soul and I labor. You hang me my ankles, slit open my stomach, the life falls to the dust. Aborted are my dreams. Yes, I am lynched, but look closely in the dust and you will see that my dream umbilically nourished you. We have only just got ready to live and now I must die, yet I have immortal longings in me, a heroic Shakespearean performance in me. But you relegate me to vaudeville and minstrelsy, made up in blackface like Addison's darkening me, made up in blackface like rapists who fake race and spark riots that burn down cities. My blackface inherited from my creator's genes. Yes, I have immortal longings in me to be who I am created to be. To be like my spirit father, my spirit mother in me. I create beauty from the life broken and burned, to ruins and ashes, to jars of tears, to charred bones of family and friends, their genitals, fingers, knuckles, ears cut off and placed on mantles as souvenirs. All of those things that have me living in fear. I reclaim those lives, my life, your life. I pray, I consecrate them, I inlay them a complex parquet, a sacred foundational flooring in the home on Diamond Hill. Will you share the precious gems with me? Cross the 6-columned portico to the entrance of my dream. For though we have only just got ready to live, and though now I must die through love, you can be immortal with me.
All right. I have to say one thing that I love, well, one of the many things that I love about Hillside is that you just never know how somebody's going to touch you. It may be through a song, through dance, through poetry, but you're going to feel something. Okay? Let's get another round of applause to the poet.